Good evening, everybody. It's another Friday night at FSBRacing.com. The Winston Cup Aero 88 series goes back to Riverside, reliving the final year that the Winston Cup series raced here at this historic racetrack. And joining me in the booth is something of an expert on Riverside Raceway. We got Milt Minter Jr.
What's up, man? Riverside. Oh my gosh, I grew up here, man, as a kid.
Pretty much literally. Milty grew up here watching his dad race and many other greats go around this track that, fell victim to the times and is now, I believe, a shopping mall and an unfinished development.
Well, it's such a classic track. The lines, there's nothing like it, and it's just such a shame. But it is what it is. The money had to go somewhere, and they decided to put it in Sears Point and Laguna Seca. And tracks like this one, Progress, it was, more lucrative to build a shopping center.
Yeah, well, it was kind of outdated by the time they did stop running here, even by 1988 standings. Yeah, very dangerous track, very fast track. Still, it's a nice piece of history, and once again, oh, where's their qualifying order? Just went away on us. What happened? I lost connection on my laptop. I was just about to go through the starting grid. Alright, we're going to try that again. Alright, so starting on the pole tonight, we got the 007 of Dan Jones. Putting up the only 1 minute 19 second lap in this qualifying run. Nice run for Dan, also the winner last night in the Truck Series at Sonoma. Mark DeRocket Desenza on the outside of the front row there. Puts the number 3 car in P2. Sam Young talking big before this race. He's expecting good things.
He talking big.
He talking big. Well, he won Tuesday night. He's looking to back that up in the 98 car. Did a bunch of people get disconnected?
No.
Yes. Almost the entire server got disconnected there. That's why I'm not seeing everybody.
Well, they're on there now.
Yeah, well, that's not populating the starting order for me.
Huh.
That was a strange problem to have there. Well, we'll get the grid as they take it to roll out. Not sure why people aren't showing. Anyway, as noted, this is a very fast track, challenging S's. That's the part that kills me when I try to run here. They just get progressively tighter. Checking in the chat box, we got Bill Farmer, Jim Gately. Francis Dittman's gonna try and race tonight. He'll be our in-race reporter. Following Pops Marguson through those aforementioned S's, and you can see you just get slower and slower until you get to that hard right-hander on the exit into the short chute. Yeah, that's the part where the understeer can really pile up on you and get you in big trouble.
Yeah, the trick is to feel the car and let it get neutral as you're winding through those corners, and then apply the brakes to get your maximum braking. And then just getting when you lift off the brakes, getting the roll speed through these corners. And there's so many different types of corners. Looks like the feed is kind of glitchy a little bit.
Alright, cars are taking the grid now.
Drivers, to your car.
The feed is kind of glitching a little bit on my end.
Now, which one are you watching? The YouTube or the
YouTube.
YouTube? Alright. Yeah, it's showing that it's got good health.
Drivers,
Anyway, let's do that grid walk we missed before because of the problem on my laptop. 007 Dan Jones on the pole. Outside him, you got 3 of Mark DeSenza, 98 of Sam Young, 09 of Brian Lamb, 43 Rick Bisconer, 83 Steve Weber, 2 car of Will Farmer, 59 of Ryan Johnson, 55 Evan Castle. The 99 of Pops Margison, 31 Brad Otto, Tower Jeff Habak in the 101, 108 John the Dog Palmer, 00 our broadcast partner and in-race reporter tonight, Francis Dittman, 9 car of Ken Hansen makes his return for the road course here at Riverside, the 80 car Ed Finley running the Firebird in memory of Burt Reynolds. 143 of Bob Dixon and Dave Ellens in the 115, very fast on road courses. Surprised to see him in the back like that.
Yeah, the video's still glitching, yes.
Well, I just lost camera 2 again. So let's see if that clears it up.
On the pole, the Canadian, the 007. And Mark DeSenza was the bridesmaid last year behind Slim Jim Gailey, I believe. I was at the motel room. I was planning on running this race and had computer issues. It kept crashing. It really sucks. But so be it. So, and third, we got Sam there. Sam won Tuesday night. So he's ready to show these guys what's up here. Got to be easy on your tires. One lock up, and you got problems.
Alright, so it seems that Restream does not like my double setup here. I don't know why did it work in my tests and then I try to go live on a Friday? It doesn't like me.
Always seems to be a little more stress on it, I think. On pole, just quietly. Gonna have no problem handling the pressure here. Cool customer. And let your tires warm up here. Going through turn one's gonna be crazy, too wide.
Alright, we're back exclusively on YouTube now.
And it is clear, yes.
Well, alrighty.
Coming through turn 1, going down into turn 2, break and roll, and it's slightly uphill, right out to the edge of the track. And there goes Dan Jones. Nice start there.
Yeah,
a lot
nice
of cars
run
clipping the dirt. Nice and easy into turn 6 here at the top of the hill. Turn 7. Coming up to turn 7, it's a continuing arcing apex. You want to get a good run out of here to get full power down, get as much speed as you can on this straightaway. This little kink coming up here is designated as a turn. That would be turn 8, or known as the kink. Then into the famous turn 9 here. Banked. Then the banking goes away. Real easy to get into that wall. And Mark DeSins is all over Dan Jones. Backs off. Turn 1's really blind as it is right there because of the crest of the hill. Even worse when you're following somebody. You just got to know where you're going. Sam Young really pushing it. Trying to stay up with these guys. Hi, Glories. Welcome. Oh, a little lockup from DeCinza there.
See lots of smoke and dirt all over this track right now.
Typical Riverside. Basically a track in the desert. Mark's outbraking him a little bit, but he really has nowhere to go because Dan's being real smooth and real easy on his tires and getting a great exit. Ryan Lamb in 4th there, an awesome road racer he's made himself into, and somewhat of a local boy there.
Yeah, Brian Lamb, San Diego native, or at least resident.
Could be one stop in this race, and that's it.
Mark DeSins right now is putting pressure on the 007.
Pretty
He
much
wants
a sprint
that lead.
race. Very hard to pass here.
Yeah, there is not much room to do that.
Best bet is like turn 9 and try to get inside somebody, but you don't really get a huge draft here.
Yeah, best place, yeah, you get in line through the front part of the track, and the passing opportunities are all on the back. Meanwhile, Sam Young's creeping up there, joining this party up front.
Will Farmer hanging there with the veteran, the big cactus, Steve Weber. Going to be all about how these guys save tires over time and staying connected. That
He's
second.
looking under.
Oh boy.
Nope, he thinks better. Oh, the 43 is around. And did he go down pit road?
Pisconer down pit
Pisconer
road.
ends up down pit road after that slide. Oh. He's got to go through 50 miles per hour.
He's going to go ahead and stop and install. Hit tires, it looks like.
Meanwhile, the 115 and the 9 have trouble.
More tires for the STP 43 car of Rick Pisconer.
Yeah, after going for that slide, I guess he just wanted new ones.
Dave Ellens in the 115 was doing some looking for coyotes out there. Big runoff of dirt around here. and more dirt. Field spreading out. Problems for the 9. He pulls off the track. Ben Hansen, not sure what happened to him.
And he was involved in that problem with the 115 right after turn 1.
He's still just sitting there in the dirt. Slowly crawling out. I wonder if he lost a gear or something. Car's just barely crawling. Couldn't get himself out of the dirt. Now he's going again. Havoc, the benefit of that, gets up to the 14th position. Francis hanging well there in 12th place. Take a look at John the Dog Palmer.
Yeah, he's hanging in there too. Pardon me if I'm a little quiet right now. I'm trying to figure out what the heck's wrong with my Camera 2 laptop here.
Red hot on the Marine car in the top 10 and taking a look at Evan Castle. We got some good battles back here. Ryan Johnson and Pops. Pops was mired and got by all these guys. We know he's fast. Top 6 is still hanging together pretty good. Brian Lamb in that Penske car. DeCenza still all over the 007. He's not giving him room to breathe. He's just taking a look, keeping the pressure on. Can't make the move. He's got to hope for a mistake here. You also got to think about your future here on the back straight when you get a moment to think, okay, when am I going to pit?
Absolutely. And
you don't want to pit together, you know.
Mark also knows this is a serious points windfall for him tonight with Slim Jim Gately missing this race on his vacation. Bill Farmer's calling for an in-car view, so let's take a look at what Mark's looking at here. As he tries to work on
coming to turn
Canadian Bond.
You want to get over that, stay to the right here, then back to the left, then back to the right, then left a little bit, then right here in the straight line, downshift and brake, down the second gear, coming over turn 6 here, get a good run coming out of here.
Not only that, but half that is blind.
Second gear, oh boy, outside there. Looks like Mark missed a shift there a little bit.
Well, it's not slowing him down if he did. I think that was just a little quirk in how it shows what other cars' gears are.
Yeah, but normally he wanted to tell. I think he was in third longer than he wanted to be. Could do the outside in here, but now you got Sam on your tail. Turn 1 here and come up. It's totally blind. Lift. Maybe a tap on the brake. Same thing here. Straight line brake. Tap. Roll. No shift there. Staying in 4th gear. Braking in the straight line, then braking in the straight line again. Already coming up on traffic here. see he's outbraking him in the turn 7
and
there.
Sam Young, you see in the mirror there, almost drove off the track himself.
Yeah. You have to be disciplined, and you can't get in you can't try anything too crazy. You have to be patient. Mark's thinking, how can I set him up? You can see Dan uses that lower line entry, which is the one I like. I don't like being on that outside there. The pavement kind of flattens out. I'd rather brake hard in a straight line there. Nothing gonna happen here. You know you're gonna catch lap traffic, and this is where you want to try to make a move. He's all over him. A little mistake by Dan there. The pressure's starting to work, and now he's getting close. You want to get to where you don't see that James Bond on the back. And then you know you're close enough to try to make a move here. You can also use this lap car as a pick. $176 miles an hour. Mark's really good with that over and under. But Dan's staying low. The grip level in turn 9 is down on the bottom. Dan's going to want to try to make this pass before turn 2 here. It's not going to happen. He's going to have to pretty much follow him. And they both go off, which happens a lot when you're following a car. Still, Dan's got his foot in it. Mark's starting to understand where his strengths are, where his weaknesses are. And they're very evenly matched here. Dan is just a smooth, cool customer. This is where he wants to make the pass here now. He's going to get all over him and show. And Biscano's going to get out of his way there. Good job. And Marks also. Excellent job by Rick.
Meanwhile, your 4th place car, Brian Lamb's got a bit of a lead over Steve Weber, followed closely again by Will Farmer in the 2.
Mark drove it in hard, and a little bit of apron for the leader. This is tense up here. Mark right down on the dirt. Sam trying to get by, making a charge back, trying to get by Biscano. And he does. Good job, Rick, there, letting him by. Oh, boy, right on his tail. Here comes Mark down on the inside. He's got the run. But he can't outbrake him there. It's very, very difficult. Oh, and then he
got a little tail
happy when you get in that dirt. That's what happens.
You know, lap traffic has compressed the battle for 3rd, 4th, or 4th, 5th, and 6th here.
Now he's got Sam Young to deal with. Taking a look. Mark quickly regroups. Sam Young is using all over that track. Got a little bit loose going into turn 1 there. Keeps his foot in it.
Whoa, Dan got some major air. Oops. Accidental miltism charge there.
You know, conventional wisdom here is split this in half. Maximum tire wear. So you're probably looking at lap 14 or 15. If I'm not Dan Jones, I might. All depends on your lap time. We look at their lap times are dropping a little bit. Oh, marked back all over them. 24 for Dan Jones last lap. 21 1 for Cosenza. That's 2 seconds off his fastest lap. And a 20.3 for Sam, which is about half a second.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with YouTube tonight. Looking at my the video quality on what I'm watching come back over is not so good. And it started a few times when I've got good output.
It's not as good as it has been, but
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on tonight.
Entering pit road here, both these guys, so tires are definitely an issue here, even though they still, last lap 120.3, that's only 0.4 of a second off his best lap. And all three of the leaders are bunching up here. What do you do? I don't want to pit with them. I want to pit by myself. On the outside, it's Mark Sins is taking a look, can't do it. Now he's got Sam on his outside, can't do it
Sam can
either.
get to the inside probably by the end of the straightaway if he carried his momentum, and looks like he didn't.
There's not a lot of draft here at Riverside. I don't know if it's the physics of the track or whatever. Even in GTP version, the long version, same way. What a great race. Look how close they are. Last lap, this is a 21.041, so that's the, what do you do? Want Delta time. You also don't want to lose time on the track. Wow. Oh, almost into the back of the 007. And Sam locking him up a little bit. And
oh, he's there on the inside. Oh!
There's contact, and he's around and he's not around. Then they're both around. They're still hitting.
Wow.
And they both keep going.
And everybody's still on the line.
Yeah. He's a Canadian. You know, you're going to bump me, eh? I'm going to bump you back, eh?
It's not a bump, it's a check.
I think they were both just getting each other going. They might have a little damage here. Probably not, just cosmetic. And guess who inherits the lead there? And he goes into pit road. Sam Young, way fast going into pit road. Around Ed Finley and down. Boy, I don't know. Let me take a look.
Well, it's 50 here. 5-0. Not 55, not 45. Unusual pit speed.
Oh my gosh, I got so excited here. Let's back it up just a little. I'll take a look at this real quick. Across the line. Yeah, he said he's good. That was a great stop. And getting by Ed Finley also. Now you're going to have 4 tires for Sam Young, and he's off right at the halfway point. Coming out in traffic, that's going to be another thing too. Where are these guys going to come out? Now he's behind Evan Castle. Leaders will be pitting. .007, going to go CQ. Staying down low again. What's Mark going to do? Go one more lap? I might do that. He's got free track, and he does. That's not a bad move. If he can click one off here, good. He ran a 20.1 there. He's got nobody in front of him. Click one off, good. Hope that Dan gets caught in traffic. That's an excellent move. 007
Absolutely.
down pit road.
Yeah, give yourself the clean run down pit road.
And nicely into his stall.
There, I'll finally charge you with one. And you get a good view there of our breast cancer awareness.
James.
Our breast cancer awareness month pace car that Ed Finley did up. I forgot to add that to the broadcast last week.
007 comes out and right in front of Sam Young.
Look at that.
He does keep that position, but Sam's
in the grass. And he hangs on.
Keep his foot in it. That's what you do out there. You just keep your foot in it. You expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to win. Sam's got one lap tires. Still coming up to temperature. He's trying on the outside there, but it's hard to make that pass.
It is, and we saw what happened last time. Sam certainly saw what happened last time.
Oh, right on the rev limiter. Dan Jones is driving the Jesus out of that thing.
Senza on pit road, so we'll see how this plays out.
These guys banging their gears.
Oh, DeCenza had to back up.
They're coming around turn 9 right now.
Mark missed the pit box and had to back up.
DeCenza coming out right now as they come by, and they will pass him, and he has lost some time.
But he did pick up the lap sled, which is good for the bonus point. And again, he's looking at a points windfall tonight with his main rival, Slim Jim Gately, sitting this one out.
Yeah, he's on vacation right now, actually. Oh, Sam taking a look again.
I'm going to step aside for just a minute and leave it in your hands, Milty. I think I have an idea of something that might be going on here.
Okay, we're looking at the top 3 right here. When they recycle, it will be Dan Jones in the lead. Sam Young has found his way by the 3, but 3 is right back in that draft again. Sideways around that corner. That reminds me of watching my dad. I actually got a ride around this track when I was about 11 years old. Pulled to the seat in a Porsche 906 and put a helmet on me, and I was too short to see over the dash. So my head just banged against the roll bar quite a bit. No Hans devices back then. Dan getting really late into turn 7 there. Every lap, that is his Achilles heel. That's where the pressure needs to be put on him, I think. All 3 of these guys are just stuck like glue. As Sean gets back, then we'll start going to the field and seeing what the other battles are. But
I'm back. I'm looking for other battles right now. Looking through the field, and Evan Castle and Rick Bisconner. That is actually a battle for position. They're both over 40 seconds back. Of course, Bisconner is off sequence on the pit stops.
Sam pushing really hard, but he gets the over and over, and he's into the side of Dan Jones, and Dan's into the wall.
Oh.
And Mark gets by, and they keep going. Both sides of the 007 are beat up. He's trying to gather himself back here.
He's using all of that car.
Yeah, I think maybe Sam used him up a little bit there.
Yeah, maybe.
Great old school contact. I mean, this is like a short track here. These guys are going at it. Good thing for Dan Jones and Sam, they didn't have a whole lot of tire problems there. Not locking the tires up or spinning or anything.
Absolutely.
Just a little cosmetic damage should be not too bad here. Mark DeCenza is your leader.
Now this part of the racetrack is also doubled as a drag strip, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You can see the lines going down the back straight.
Oh, and Dan is around again. That final turn.
Tough luck for 007. Beat up and now around. Gotta fight his way back to try to get back on the podium here. Turn 9 will get you. It'll get you again. Up onto P3. And a shot at the podium.
I'm looking again at what happened to Dan here. Looks like he just got in there and loose on entry, got to the bottom, and
it's such a fast entry into that corner that if you miss it by just a hair, you got problems.
Pretty much what happened to me Tuesday, except I speared pit wall when I went around.
Well, you know, turn 9 is an area you can gain or lose time, and wow, and a great job by Sam going around him sideways and not losing it. You know, Brian Lamb would be so excited if he could continue this run here, and he's had a solid, smooth run, but he, you know, got Big Cactus and Dan Jones want to be on that podium too. So all the years, all the racing watching here, it's so cool to get to still see it virtually.
Absolutely. And Dan Jones has fallen all the way to 5th place now. Those tires have got to be pretty well cooked after a couple slides like that.
He's really struggling through 7 there.
That's leaving Mark DeRocket DeCenza pretty much checked out on Sam Young. With 7 to go. Sam 2.2 seconds back. Let's see what the 98 can do with him.
fast lap of the race. Mark DeSiza just clicks off a 19.5. So he's not holding back. He knows now he's got a clear track, good focus, nobody behind him. It's winning time for the Rocket. 19.8 for Sam Young, so he's not lying about either.
Yeah, but he's still losing time. He lost 0.2 that time by.
Yeah, he did. Well, last time we raced here, I was in a motel room and I was watching on YouTube on my phone. Missed it, and then missed it again time because of computer issues. But
yeah, we'll get your
to watch a great race here.
Yeah, we'll get your stuff working. Get you in the car one of these days.
I know. Boy, Sam Young is pushing it as hard as he can.
Meanwhile, Mark seems to be in cruise control, taking a nice conservative low line through turn 9 there.
Another 19.8 and a 19.9 for Mark DeSiza, so Sam got it by somewhere around a 10th on him. That's it.
Yeah, but Sam got into the S's all out of shape there.
Steve Weber all over the back of Brian Lamb, and he gives a little space there. He's going to try to make a run here. Weber wants to get on the podium for the first time this year.
Well, Dan Jones right behind him isn't giving up yet.
Exactly, and both these guys have really made themselves into great road racers. You know, it was not their thing to start out, but the love of road racing and practicing and just getting better and better, they're really top notch. Lamb seems to be making time in turn 7 there, and turn 6 on Steve. Vaughn takes a look low, but he has to get out of it, and he's probably a little spooked after spinning there. And he's got damage.
Damage, cooked tires. Frustrated.
He still is
not
all
giving up.
over. Oh, Steve gets sideways. Did you see that power slide?
Wow.
And he's still trying to keep the position. Dan's all over him. He smells blood in the water. He takes a look down low. I don't know, Dan, baby. Probably not there. Patience, patience, patience. Here he goes. But really
keeping that pressure on.
Really easy to outbreak yourself and run in the back of somebody. He's driving that thing for all it's worth. He was opposite lock there. Did you see him wag through there? Steve is defending now, which he needs to do. Take away that good line. Oh, but he gets off in the dirt. And here comes the 007 on the outside. They're neck and neck.
And 007 is by. Now does he have anything for Brian Lamb?
Yeah, you know, on the straightaway there, I'm sure Lamb's taking a look at his and getting info from a spotter, knowing that the 007 just got around the 83. Still, you have to race the track, execute. That's the best thing you can do. Looking at the mirror won't. All it'll do is make you miss an apex point. Wow, Dan is so good through there, and he's on the verge of wrecking too, though. I mean, he was just way almost out of control there, where Lamb was a little smoother and lower, but that's what Lamb needs to do. Let him keep track position and let him do his thing. Oh boy, Dan's
wow.
just driving the. He's putting on a show, folks. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, DeRocket's checking out. He's just growing that lead over. Oh no, he lost 3/10 that time by. But still, he's out of touch with 3 to go, unless there's a mistake. So right now the show is in the hands of the 007. Wow. Dan Jones looking like Tim Richmond coming through those S's. Just
absolutely
slideways every which way you look.
Manhandling that thing. When you're faster than the guy in front of you, though, it's great to be faster. Oh, Dan goes off.
Oh, he just reached a little too far. Got his wheels in the dirt.
007. Has this guy put on a show for you guys or what?
Yeah, but unfortunately that's going to cost him another spot as Pops Marguson gets by.
Pops working from the back. He started from the bottom, now he's here. Still 2 to go. Weber's still got a chance on Lamb. Lamb is definitely breathing a sigh of relief here.
Will Farmer off course just before the backstretch. Gets it going again.
Leader caught up in traffic a little bit. Mark DeCinza wanted to get by, but also being very careful. Knows he's got a lead.
Actually, something happened to Sammy, and that's got him 7 seconds back now, so he lost 5 extra seconds.
So Mark's being real careful.
Yeah, as he gets his wheels in the dirt again.
Tires are going away. He's not even really concerned with passing these guys. Bob Dixon moves over, though, and lets him by. Great job. Bob's car's clean. Solid 11th.
White flag in the air for the number 3 car. Oh,
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah. Ryan Johnson decides to do a little remodeling there on the white flag lap.
Little bit of space with 1 to go for Lamb for 3rd, but not much. Steve Weber's pushing hard. This is for the podium. This is the race on the track.
And Mark's in the dirt. Wow.
Oh, DeCinza blows the corner as the leader. Did he get into the wall?
I don't know, but he's still got a huge lead, so he doesn't have to worry about it so much. As meanwhile, like you said, 83 and the 09 are battling for the last podium spot. Looks like Lamb should be able to hold them off.
Wow, that's Riverside.
Yeah,
there we go, coming down to the turn 9. Riverside can bite you at any time.
I think Mark's got a tire problem. Mark's car was acting like he had a serious tire problem at the finish there. But he holds on, takes the checkers. P2, Sam Young.
And Lamb in 3rd, with Weber right behind him. Great racing. Pops right behind him. Pops was coming. Yeah.
So you've been so busy, you haven't had much time for Miltisms tonight.
it happens.
Or I missed a bunch of them because I was trying to solve problems.
Yeah.
It looks like Restream is a non-starter. I don't know why it worked in my tests, but it doesn't work when I do these views.
Will Farmer was the 6th place, the youngster there. We were talking, and I was watching him a couple laps there, and acting like I knew something. You need to do this, you need to do that, but fine run for the young man.
Well, he survived and brought it home 6th, so yeah. I think he'd consider that a victory.
Yeah, these guys are pros, They're good. Just got his driver's license, I think, right?
Actually, in New Jersey, it's 17, so he doesn't even have that.
He doesn't even have that yet. Great job. The Hawaiian punch. And he creams it into the wall there. Killed it good, son. Pops will be happy and proud.
So, once again,
he almost blew chunks there at the
yeah, that was almost big right there. Yeah, DeRocket brings it home again. P1, your number 3 car. Sam Young with a strong 2nd place run. Brian Lamb rounds out your podium there in the 09 car. Steve Weber gave it his all, but could not get around Lamb. Brings it home P4.
Great show from Big Cactus.
Yeah, Pops Margison rounds out your top 5. Will Farmer in 6th. Evan Castle sneaks in there to 7th. Didn't talk about him all night long. Brad Otto with a nice solid top 10 run there in 8th place. Dave Ellens moves his way from shotgun on the field to 9th after being involved in a spin early on too. Ryan Johnson finishes out your top 10 with the 59 car. Bob Dixon, your first car lap down in the 143. Francis Dittman in the 00. Ed Finley in the 80. Pardon my cat sneezing behind me.
How cute!
Rick Pisconer in the 43 car. John the Dog Palmer in the 108. 007 Dan Jones goes from almost winning this thing to retiring 3 laps down in 16th place. What a disappointing end for that run.
Yeah, I might have done the same thing. It's just one of those nights.
Yeah, I know the feeling he must have right now, as I threw it away last night as well to him.
Bueno.
But yeah, I just wanted to go throw up after that was done. 101 of Jeff Habak and the 9 of Ken Hansen, also retirees early in this race. So that's your finish at Riverside. Very quick race because no cautions on road course nights here at FSB Racing. Because if we had cautions on, we'd have a caution every 2 laps.
Well, great job by those guys hanging in there towards the back and racing each other and finishing one of these. It's not easy. Yeah, we didn't talk about Evan Castle all night, but he kept it on the track. And at the end there, when other guys made mistakes, he capitalized. Great job by the 55.
Absolutely. So why don't you go grab our top finishers there. And,
okie dokie.
We'll be right back with them. Yeah, checking the chat box there. Sorry I didn't check on it much tonight, guys. Yeah, Will Farmer says that was rough, and yeah, this track is tough. I mean, it kicked my butt Tuesday night. I didn't even get a lap in the race before I wrecked it. Brad Otto, fun race, great track. Yeah, another California boy having a good run there. Didn't see you much or talk about you much all night, Brad, but I saw you. You snuck in there with a solid finish, so good job, man. Hello, Minecraft Man. Hope you enjoyed the show and maybe want to come out and try this sometime. Now, did anybody was anybody watching on Twitch when I started this, or Facebook? Tell me if those streams were running good. Trying to sort out the source of this problem with Restream. Very frustrating that it worked perfectly in my tests, but on these Friday nights, it's just been fail. Oh, what's your real name there, Minecraft Man?
Riverside, what a race. What a show you guys put on. Mark DeSiza, your winner. Marky Mark, great racer. He almost threw it away at the last lap.
Yeah, I actually was going to let Ryan back by, and I looked up, went to the corner way too. I went, the downshift. I couldn't slow down.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna die in the grass and the S's there. I thought we were gonna
have a Jesus, I know it.
Big thing there.
You don't pay attention for 1 second, and it's just all haywire.
Yeah, those S's are not the place to break focus either. It's just, yeah, I mentioned it in the lead-in, but you get a little bit behind in the steering there, and it's all over by the time you get to the end. It just compounds on you. But yeah, great run. Eventful.
Well,
tell us how it was for you out there, man.
Dan, man, I mean, and doing it clean and just putting on a show. That was bitchin' stuff. And then Sam was right there, and I mean, it was crazy. And wow, man, what was it like for you?
It was on edge every lap, just about. They were running pretty hard there, following Dan. I may have been a little faster, but I just couldn't get the run. He kept coming down in my lane, and I just couldn't get then we got together a little bit, just racing hard, and Sammy was right there, so it was fun, but pretty tense, but it was fun.
It was great for TV, that's for sure.
Yeah, it sure was.
Bam, 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 back
yeah, you
and
guys,
forth like 4 times.
Yeah, you guys went around and then knocked each other straight, so if you didn't hit the second time, you would have been stuck in the litter, I think.
You guys both would have spun if you didn't hit each other, so.
Oh, yeah. Good run for Sam and Brian Lamb, too. Them guys ran good. Sam was right there, and it was fun, though.
Yes, they were. Yeah, Sam, man, that was a great run. You almost backed up your Tuesday night finish there. Did you have anything for
I had
just push it too hard?
I had it for everything for that guy, but too many times I had to lock up the brakes on that last run, and that was just to keep both of our cars straight because I was running into people there. So no, it's a lot of fun. They took away this venue, this unbelievable track. It's too much fun, and now they paved over Paradise and made it into a parking lot. It's too much fun to race this track. These guys are fun to race here, and we should bring these cars here more often because that's a blast. It was a great race by everybody. Dan Jones couldn't keep up with that dude either tonight. It was depending on who was going to make the less mistakes tonight.
Well, I mean, that beating and banging, and then you guys keeping going, and it was definitely fun to watch. It was definitely Riverside the way it should be. It was exciting.
Yeah, it's just too much fun to drive, and like I said, these guys are all fantastic. Brian Lamb, my dad, got about 4 seconds behind. I don't think he could catch up, but it was just a lot of fun with all
awesome
4 of us
run
up there.
for Brian Lamb.
Awesome
size,
man.
Well, now we get to Lamb on the podium. Just a solid. I mean, you've made yourself into one hell of a road racer overall. Just a few years into the sim, And,
all this time, and there's finally livestock on the podium.
Absolutely.
On a Friday night.
Well, you're just a smooth. You were on rails. You didn't get flustered. You knew you had some faster guys. When Dan was coming, I mean, he was on a mission, and you just executed.
Well, I started fourth, and then I ran fourth the whole race, and I didn't pass anybody. And Dan fell out, and then that put me in third. And then I just kind of held my line and tried to drive out the front window.
That works, yeah. Not giving up spots is as good as gaining them sometimes. So yeah, solid run. Tough track.
That's super fun. I just like road course racing. It's just fun.
Awesome, yeah. Man, it's been 18 years, and I still don't. I'm still not very good at it, so
Not
definitely ahead of me there. Not a fan of it, says the guy who won going away.
Listen to this guy. I'm not a
Yeah,
fan.
exactly.
Meanwhile, Jim Ray says, "Is
I've
that big
been-
money?" Jim
I've
Ray
been
says in the
checking
chat
this
box
one.
there, "Is that big money, Mark?"
Hey,
There's a
Jim,
big
how you
race.
doing?
Who's your favorite?
$88,000. Look at this guy.
Nice. How you doing, Jim Ray? Nice to see you here.
I love the S's.
Yeah,
See you,
nice run for you and all, Francis, and all the guys that finished. Because at a track like this, just finishing. Evan Castle was 7th, and
What happened to Pop's
Dan,
qualifying? Did Pop start way in the back or something?
Yeah, he
Yeah, he did.
But
Because he was
battled
lightning
back.
quick on Tuesday, and I kept expecting to see him.
Yeah, so as expected, the points.
I think the Pops had a very bad first lap, and then he queued second lap.
Oh, he did?
We get back into it. Yeah, the first lap was really bad.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
How about
point
them
standings
points?
are updated, and I got them up there on the screen now. Mark DeSenza, assumes a commanding points lead now, 26 points up over Slim Jim Gately. Dan Jones.
Mark's going to say this. Oh, boring.
Yeah, Dan Jones 1 point behind Slim.
Let's say we handicap him. We'll handicap him.
He'll be saying, next thing he'll
Give
be
him a week
saying,
off.
I don't like short tracks, and I don't like super speedways. Your winner, Mark DeSouza.
Don't mean I gotta like him.
Well, there's an
Yeah.
absolute dogfight for the top 5 now, with Slim Jim 26 back, 1 point back of him, Dan Jones, 4 points back of Dan, Steve Weber, 3 points back of Webb. We got Rick Bisconer. So that's going to be quite a battle down the stretch for the rest of it. But Mark's definitely sitting in the catbird seat. You planning to miss any to give Slim a chance, or what?
Yeah, I'll miss a couple. That way I'll have a chance.
There you go. Isn't that always how it goes?
I'll try not to, but hey, work everything. You don't know what happens. Sometimes
You never
can't,
know.
But I've already this week. I've lost power. Everything has happened this week, so it's been a pretty bad week. But tonight turned out to be a pretty good night. Sorry for Dan Jones's luck. He was fast as shit.
Yeah, he was flying. I don't know why he retired at the end there and didn't just hang on to salvage points, because he'd be in second if he didn't. But I'll have to talk to him about that later.
He was probably a little frustrated.
I can
Maybe he felt there
understand
was
that.
an incident or something.
Maybe if he wasn't sure if anything was on him or not.
Well, my
Probably
wife
safe
was
call.
watching the broadcast, and she said he was off in the dirt several times towards the end.
Yeah, we all were.
Yes, we were.
Everyone's just tired.
Sam was too. I saw Sam.
On
you're a
the
dirt track
Riverside.
We had to do a little bit of, it's out here in the dirt. We got to play in the dirt a little bit. Hey guys, thanks for the broadcast as always. Thanks,
Yeah, awesome
for the
job.
archive. This is our archive for history, and we love it. Thanks.
You guys
Awesome. It's
give me
always a
good luck.
pleasure.
Great show, too. Watch it.
All right, so we're going to wrap this one up tonight. Thanks again, as always, for my partner, Milt Minter Jr., joining me. I'm going to say that without sputtering one of these weeks. Too many M's in your name, man. Too many
How
M's.
many did he get tonight, Sean?
He was so psyched about calling the action every lap that he hardly had any Miltisms. I only think I only got
Wow.
3.
Wow.
You guys put on too good a show. I had to talk about what I was
I
seeing.
wish you were out here, Milt.
Yeah, just my computer kept
You may have
crashing.
got a, you may have got a top 5.
Hey,
No,
Mark.
I
I'm
think-
just kidding.
Well,
got a shot, maybe.
I think so. I think,
He's probably pretty rusty.
Yeah, I only
think
counted
he's
3
pretty
official
good.
Miltisms there. Anyway, thanks as always, Milt, for joining me. Congratulations again to our podium, Brian Lamb, Sam Young, and Mark DeSenza.
Yep, Sam Bryan, awesome runs, man.
Francis, sorry
Nice
we
winning.
didn't get a chance to call on you for the in-race stuff. I was dealing with a lot of issues at once, but thanks for being on standby. Hope you had fun running out there. And as always, Sean Reap signing off for FSB Racing Live. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Go Dodgers!